Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are live with the Highline Development Series. I'm Kendall Kerr, and I've got a special treat for you tonight. Alongside me, it is the man himself, Dylan Body.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
So, Dylan, when you think of Atlanta Motor Speedway, what do you think of when it comes to iRacing?
When it comes to iRacing, it comes to it's fast, it's fun. Honestly, I think this is one of the most savable, I guess is the word to use, tracks. So you can get the thing completely sideways here, and you can get it caught right back up in no time, and just keep on trucking. And I think that's gonna lend itself to all these developmental series drivers here tonight.
Yeah, well, as we look at the top of the board, you notice a number in there that's going to raise some eyebrows for some of these development guys, seeing the 77 come down and bushwhacked a little bit. Curtis Granger, he was our Season 8 champion in the Premier Series level. Had a little bit of bad luck thus far through this season, but you know he's going to be a factor tonight.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Curtis, he's coming here to make a statement. He's coming here to get his mojo back, make sure he can get some momentum to carry back over to the Premier Series. You know, he's been having a little bit of an off season. So, you know, the champion's curse, I guess, as they call it. You know, the next season, it's just hard to duplicate what you did. And just shows you how tight the leagues here are at the Highline Racing League.
And another special treat, we're looking at him right now. Our normal producer, Toby Wedgwood's going to take to the track. This is typically one of his best tracks, so it'll be interesting to see how Toby can fare at Atlanta. It's really going to play into the favor of guys that can save tires, because we know how abrasive that surface is nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. And this track, you know, has always been bad on tires, and take into account that it's ancient as far as the surface goes. And I mean, that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it so interesting. It's definitely going to be a battle for these guys to hold on to their tires and save something for the end.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks on iRacing. I'm a big fan of how the 1.5 mile tracks race to begin with. Oh, as we see Potter around. And we're focused right now on Grayson Trexler, who makes his long-awaited return to the Highline Racing League on the development side. Of course, he raced back in the ARCA series a couple seasons ago. But, of course, you know Tyler Snyder's going to be a factor. You can't ignore DJ Stagner at the top of the board. I think Connor Holden will have something to say before the night's over. And other guys that are regulars, I mean, who knows? A Dylan Smith might sneak up there. We saw Brad Kress was fast last week. And you've got a couple cars of your own out there.
Yeah, the team just seems to keep getting bigger every week. This week we have our newest addition is Matt Owens, a good friend of ours over here at the body shop. He's been playing the racing with us for a long time here.
On pit road, but his car looks good.
Decided he was going to come over, and we put a little deal together for him. Decided to go for number 48. Said he hopes he can even come close to living up to that number. That'd be satisfying. So we're hoping he doesn't embarrass himself in his first run tonight. That's what he said, not my words. So good luck to Matt out there. Also,
Atlanta,
we got a whole other fleet of them.
Yeah, Atlanta, I mean, if you can just survive with the tire deal and keep it out of the fence, I mean, and you might come home with the top 10 here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was out running some testing laps with the team. I was thinking if there were a few more people and the booth was a little crowded, I might take the COVID protocols into my own hands and get in the car again this weekend. But
I know I was really close to doing it myself. But let's see if we can get a couple guys in here for an interview. I know one guy that I've been wanting to talk to who's been doing a lot of practice is one of our new guys, Adam Bossy. Let's see if we can get Adam up here. And we're focused on him on the screen right now. Adam Bossy, this is Kendall Kerr up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear. What's up?
Hey, man, we're focused on you running some laps. Sorry to come distract you, but what are your thoughts for Atlanta here tonight?
You know, I think it's going to be a fun race. Really about holding on to your tires there. But I think if we can hold on to our tires, I think we're going to have a good shot at being up front towards the end of it.
Awesome, Adam. Well, hopefully we'll be talking to you towards the end, and good luck out there tonight.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so that was Adam Bossy, one of our newcomers. I think he's pretty new to the service of iRacing, so he's definitely been making some gains, and I think this is his first league he's joined, so we expect big things out of Adam.
Yeah, it's been fun. He I believe ran with us in the unofficial 2.4 hours of Daytona that we ran.
Yep, we sure did. So it's good to see some of those guys come out and run some of those unofficial races and hang out with us for a couple hours and just try to survive that thing. Man, that was an adventure.
Yeah, certainly, definitely something that was different for me. I've never been behind the wheel of the car for that long of an extended period of time on iRacing. So it was definitely an adventure. Learned a lot. Definitely got a lot better. So I definitely encourage anybody else in the future to come run those if you can, because it's definitely for someone who's newer to the service, it's definitely going to be immensely helpful.
And interestingly enough, that was definitely a day-to-night transition. And this track here of Atlanta has no lights at it. You'd think that iRacing can have a real easy update, just throw some lights in there, and you could get some day-to-night racing here tonight. But haven't done that yet.
Yeah, it blows my mind, honestly. You'd think that this would be one of the ones, especially with the level of real racing that occurs here on the lights.
And now with this Cup Series going back here twice again, you'd think that would be high on the priority list. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out. iRacing likes to spoil its NASCAR fans. Some of the other fans sometimes feel a little disheartened by that. I can understand it, but I'm sure once it's a thing, it'll happen.
Well, let's see if we can get Curtis up here. I'm sure he'll be interested to talk to.
Alrighty.
Curtis Granger, it's Kendall Kerr and Dylan Body in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Well, we were just talking about how you're the master of saving tires to begin with, and then you come down here to pick on the development guys. Rocking Brendan Gaughan's 77 car tonight, so I like it. A little bit of old school swag on the car. But what are your thoughts for Atlanta, Curtis?
Tell you what, I'm looking forward to it. Atlanta's one of my favorite racetracks. As you said, I'm very fond of saving tires. But tell you what, DJ Stagner, he's gonna make it difficult on me. He's a good buddy of mine, and we haven't gone to a real track like this with long green flag runs. But I'm secretly worried that he's gonna kick my butt. He's sometimes we've done a couple races recently, and his right front's always just like on par with mine or even a little better. So I'm scared, but I'm looking forward to it because hopefully we get a nice slick session and can be sliding around all over the place, letting the tires wear. It should be a heck of a show.
Did the fact that we have Atlanta on the schedule here in a couple of weeks have anything to do with you coming down here and running this race?
Kendall, I'm not going to answer that question, but yeah, maybe a little bit.
All right, Curtis.
Not trying to incriminate himself.
Yeah, we see you're getting ready to qualify, so we'll let you roll. But appreciate you talking to us. I have a feeling it won't be the first time tonight, or the only time tonight. And good luck, buddy.
Looking forward to it. See you guys soon.
Good luck, Kurt.
All right, so that's Curtis Granger. And he's always good for a laugh or two once you get in the Discord after some of these races. He's a great guy, does a lot for the league behind the scenes. I know a lot of the social media posts. You see the photos taken in such high quality. He takes care of a lot of that stuff, so we really appreciate having Curtis around.
Yeah, we do love Curtis over here at the Highline. He's a great guy, super helpful. And he's one of the very important cogs that helps the machine keep rolling.
Yeah, so while we're talking about it, I mean, Thursday night is going to be an interesting race as well. That's going to be live on Max Speed TV at 9:30. That's when our Premier Series will take on the Iowa Speedway, another track that, you're kind of hanging it all out there. I kind of put Atlanta and Iowa in the same category. They're an A-tier list of tracks for me. I love both of those tracks, so can't wait to get to Iowa. Don't miss that one. But before we get there, obviously enjoy the show here tonight at Atlanta. We expect a great one.
Man, some qualifying times just came in pretty much all at once there, and these guys are so close. I mean, our top 12, 13 cars there were under a blanket of about a tenth and a half there during practice.
Yeah, it looks like Connor Holden actually ran a 30.81 there, beating DJ Stagner by 1/100th of a second and Carl Faust by 2/200ths of a second. And they're only running one lap. I don't know if that's something new that iRacing has thrown in there, or if that's a Toby curveball, but 1 lap tonight.
I believe that is maybe a regulation from the Premier Series Daytona race that has carried over to tonight.
I think you might be right on that, and there's probably some frustration involved in that. But
Little did these guys know.
later.
This is an effort. This is a developmental series. This is an effort to save teams money and tires. We have a plan. We're not crazy.
That's right, and it pays dividends to take a peek down there at the bottom.
Ooh,
of
and
the
Alan
block.
Kunman running a 7.85 to the top of the board.
And Blevins right there too, and we've seen
Yeah, those
Blevins be
Fords are
fast.
fast today.
Well, speaking of the devil, let's see if we can drag Toby up here and get his thoughts on this ARCA car.
Yeah, why not? Let's get him up here.
Toby Wedgwood, Dylan and Kendall in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, I got you guys.
What are your thoughts? I know you've been chomping at the bits to get to either Iowa or Atlanta. They were circled on both of our lists, but you're out there tonight. Car looks great. You think you got anything for these guys?
We'll see. Practice wasn't the greatest for me. Car was a little tight, but I'm more of a long run type of driver. I've never been able to really put down a burner lap and smoke the field. So,
Kendall, don't let him fool you here, bud. He's talking about the car isn't too comfortable, and he's only, not like 900ths of a second off the pole lap here.
There you go. I like it. So I know Toby's definitely a tire saver as well. So just keep it in one piece here at the beginning, and I think you'll be a factor at the end, bud.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, Toby. Well, we might be checking in with you as kind of our in-race reporter as
Sure.
we go. Just keep it in one piece and have fun out there, buddy.
All right, thanks. Appreciate you guys.
And that's Toby Wedgwood driving the 52 car tonight. Of course, his luck this season has been absolutely horrible. If there's an accident and somebody is not supposed to be involved in it, had nothing to do with the cause, but they're going to get swept up in it, that's him this season. So we'll see if he can make it through here at Atlanta. But Dylan,
Yeah, Toby.
oh, go ahead, buddy.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. You go ahead. Sorry there.
I was just going to say, Alan Kunman grabbing the pole, that's going to be big. He's got a 1-point advantage over Tyler Snyder right now, and he just is about to pick up another bonus point and increase that lead to 2. And with it being that tight,
I
that's
don't
big.
know if I'd say yet. There's still a Tyler that has yet to turn a lap.
Oh, that's interesting.
He has waited, I believe, for an opportunity at sponsorship plug. We know how Tyler Schneider is with the sponsors.
Yes, we do.
Luckily for me, I'm Tyler's sponsor.
Yeah, I'm hoping that can be something that can be negotiated for next season as well, but we might have to see on that.
We can talk. We can talk. Tyler offered me a pizza, so if you can beat that.
Oh, are they gridding up?
It looks like it.
Let's see if we can get the cameras to turn on correctly here. I'm stuck in scenic mode, and it's not wanting to get going.
Yeah.
There we go. So, Dylan, you want to run through the order for us?
Alrighty. Well, tonight, starting on the pole, we have Alan Kunman in the number 2. Outside of him, we have Brad Kress in the 29. Starting third on the inside, we'll have Kurt Granger here in the 77. That's going to be one of our drivers to watch. Corey Blevins outside him in the 28 Ford. Then Connor Holden on the inside. He'll be someone to watch. And then Enrique Contreras-Torres is shown up here tonight, showing some strong speed in 6th place. 7th place, DJ Stagner, who's been one of the fastest cars in practice all night, with Carl Faust outside of him. Grayson Trexler is up next with Victor Valley on the outside. Toby Wedgwood and Dylan Smith. And then we have Trevor Hook, Ryan Potter, Ty Smith, and Dalton. I'm hoping I don't butcher your name.
It's
I'm going
Beer.
to guess Beer.
Gotta
Okay,
give
yeah,
him an
that
awesome
makes sense.
nickname before the end of this
That's a good one.
broadcast.
Yeah, definitely. Then we have Adam Bossy and Andrew Thomas Baker, Tyler D. Price, and Jeff Morris. Matt Owens, our new entry in SP Motorsports, and Andrew Siegel. Then we got Cody T. Robinson and Bucky Burt, Steve Rada and Jacob Benke. And then we have Dylan Poteet and Tyler Snyder, it looks like, rounding out the 28 car field here tonight.
I bet Tyler Snyder nicked the wall on his qualifying lap. And,
Yep,
and with
100%.
and with only 1 lap, that is enormous for the points right now. You got the
That's
guy
enormous for the guys in the back too, because you know he's gonna be coming through the field like an animal.
Oh yeah, but he's got to be careful because we saw. I meant to touch on this pre-race. 2 opposite races so far. Michigan goes caution-free of all things, and we come here, or we went to USA International last week, and man, it was kind of a mess of a race. Some of the guys happy to get out of there. Hopefully we can get somewhere in the middle, a couple yellows, but some long good green flag racing tonight.
Yeah, and I think the track is in multiple ways is going to play into that. I think one, this is a better track. These guys are going to spread out a little bit as they run and the tires wear. And also, this is a track where, like on the backstretch, it's hard to get iRacing to throw caution sometimes. So that might play to our benefit. These guys might have some incidents that don't necessarily trigger the yellow, and that'll extend the green flag run and really make it hard on these guys.
Yeah, that's a really good point. A lot of people aren't familiar, and they see smoke back there and see guys spin to the inside. If they're out of the racing surface and not, in the front of pit road, iRacing isn't going to throw a yellow for those. So.
Yeah, so that'll be something to keep an eye on tonight, to be the prevalence of that. Now you see Toby back there pacing, getting some scrubbing in the Highline Media car.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's going to be nice to have Toby in the field because he, we hadn't had a race control back there. We've kind of had to monitor that a little bit ourselves. So.
Yeah, we've been making it work.
They're about ready to get rolling here. Brad Kress had a little bit of internet connection issues last week. Hopefully that isn't the case this week because we saw he was fast. Great qualifying effort today. Alan Cummins, second straight pole. The pace car's off.
We got a couple of Dodges leading us down here through the dog leg to the green flag.
And there they go. We're green here in Atlanta, and Alan Cummins gets one of those trademark rocket launch restarts. And we see
he is out of here.
Right behind him.
Now, the interesting thing, maybe these first couple corners until they get heat in these tires, these things are going to be a little out of control and squirrely. You don't want to make contact.
You see Victor Valley making a move to the outside of Grayson Trexler. Trexler falling quite a bit back, it looks like, from the start of the race.
Yeah, everybody clean so far as we come through 3 and 4 and off the corner. Alan Cummins got a sizable margin.
Valley just sticks it to the bottom, and he's got a super run on Carl Faust as they head into turn 1 and 2. And I'm
going to try to hide my bias, but go Victor.
I saw ahead of him there was like what looked like almost a 3-wide battle as we see Toby Wedgwood going underneath Ryan Potter.
Yo, we got a yellow in the back. Car is off the field. 3 or 4. Oh, we got one in the air. Oh, man.
Oh, no. What car was that?
I'm trying to find it myself here. It looks like it might have Jeff Morris maybe here.
15. Oh yeah. We're looking at it looks like the 11.
Yeah, 15
spinning.
gets the 11 up onto 2 wheels when he clips him. Oh man, that was a rough impact.
Oh man, the 34 is involved. Adam Bossy's involved. Oh, hit a couple of times. Andrew Baker's involved big time. See the 11 involved. Man, and we just talked about it. USA was pretty ugly early on. Hoped we could get through a few laps here.
Well, it seemed like we were doing pretty good there. There's just a little gaggle. I don't know if somebody had an issue and checked up back there that stacked them up off of that corner, but it is really hard if you get your entry a little wrong and get off of 2 properly without trying to slide up towards the wall, and it can lead to a lot of checking up right there.
Well, Alan Cummins your leader right now. Curtis Granger did get up to second. Corey Blevins in third. And Toby accidentally left 3 tire sets for these guys tonight. So there's plenty of rubber to go around, more so than normal.
Yeah, and for such a short race, that might really affect some of these guys here in their strategies. You might just want to get the tires every time you can and just hold on to these things.
Yeah, let's hope that, it's not like last week where they'll have plenty of opportunities, but track is abrasive for sure.
It's definitely not kind. You get any kind of spin, you're definitely going to want to change those tires. So it's nice that they have the extra set, but it's such a short race, I don't feel like a lot of them are going to be used.
I tell you what, let's see if we can get Andrew Baker up here. Can you drag him in, Dylan? Just right, give him the old right click.
I do not have the power.
Okay. I'll try. I've got it. Andrew Baker, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy, I know we're talking to you for all the wrong reasons. Can you tell us what happened out there?
Got sucked right into the wall. You know, these ARCA cars, as soon as they touch that wall, you know, it's goodbye, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's my
definitely.
biggest complaint about them. I love the way they drive, but that right front, if you're anywhere near that wall, it's like a magnet.
Liz, yeah, I'm sorry for every guys that I hit, you know. I'm frustrated with myself right now, you know.
How bad's the damage?
3 minutes of repairs.
Okay, so you might have a chance to get that fixed up, and if there's a few more yellows, you might be able to grab some more points. But appreciate you talking with us, and I know it's frustrating, but car looks great out there. Hopefully you can stay on the lead lap and get a decent finish out of tonight.
Thank you.
And obviously a frustrated Andrew Baker there. We didn't exactly see the beginning of that crash, but sounds like maybe he got sucked into the wall, like we have mentioned so many times with this ARCA car. It really does kind of have a magnet to it.
Yeah, in our testing session, we've dubbed it the black hole vortex. It's like if you get close, there's nothing you can do. You can't even get on the brakes and off the throttle to slow you down fast enough. These things, they really are like a magnet. They really take off towards that wall if you get too close. And it's unfortunate to see that. You hate to see something like that that's maybe not necessarily a realistic thing be the reason that someone gets taken out early.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to have Curtis Granger on the outside of this restart. If there's anybody that's very good on the outside of a restart, I've seen it time and time again where Granger is just so good at pinching the leader down to the bottom and gets a great run on the exit of 2, no matter what the track is. So this will be an interesting restart.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like if we got anybody who's going to give Alan a run for his money on this restart off into that first corner, it might be Curtis. He might be the guy.
Hey,
me see
just to clear something up, did Tyler miss that wreck?
I don't even know that he is on the track right now.
Wow. I know he was having some connection issues the other night. If that's the case, there's no drop race in this season, he might come to the announcer booth. I'll be honest with you. He's done some things with us in the announcer booth before. We might see him in there before the end of the season.
Yeah, he's listed as not even having been in the made a lap.
Pace car's down. Let's see what kind of jump Kunman can get this time.
Green flag.
Oh, he waited all the way till the green flag dropped. Still able to get a pretty good launch, but not quite as good as the start of the race as we see Granger duck to the inside in front of Corey Blevins there.
And these guys 2 by 2 as they're running here a couple rows back. Finally,
you see
starting to sort themselves out.
Stagner and Crest side by side, and a couple behind them as well.
And man, Allen's just got such a nice line. He's like, oh, we got Crest sideways in the back.
Oh no.
Looks like he might have saved it.
Oh no. Big mess. Potter's in it. Siegel's in it. Bossy's in it again.
Still no
Oh.
caution.
Caution's out.
There it is.
Man, the 38 car, I think that's Dalton Beer, is involved. Let's see how this thing starts. Oh, yeah, you're right. The 29 caught the fence, takes out the 54. 38's involved. The 27, unfortunately, involved as well. That's tough. Some onboards. See, this is Trexler.
Oh man, what a mess that was.
And here is riding on board with Adam Bossy. There's the big mess and keeps his foot in it. Oh, it's the second impact that gets Bossy.
Yeah, I feel like if we can get these guys to settle in and get about 10-15 laps in, we're going to see some exciting racing, see some of these top cars really start moving up to the front. Problem is, we got to get through that. We got to get these couple green flag laps. These guys spread out a little bit.
That's a good look at the wreck there. Brad Kress getting up high. And then the second crash that takes place after it takes out a bunch of cars as well. You see Andy Siegel get quite a bit of damage. Man, it's a bummer.
Yeah, Atlanta has not been kind early to a lot of these guys.
All right. Have the pits been open for the leaders yet? I think they maybe have. We see Kunman
I don't think
down
anybody's
there on the
pitting yet.
apron.
We've only got about 5 green flag laps, if that.
Yeah. Back to what you were saying before we restarted there, it's going to be enormous implications on the championship battle to have the 0-0 out.
Yeah, it's certainly not what we were looking for over here at the body shop. Definitely
Yeah.
not what Tyler was looking for either, as he's been pretty intent on trying to win a championship over here. Either for him, we'd have to try and get a hold of him and see what happened.
I'm going to, send him a text and see if I can figure out what in the world is going on. Because I'm sure that was not his intention tonight.
Yeah, I don't think that coming in here and leaving was his plan at all.
So some other notes and things we got to clean up. Connor Holden has driven his way to 4th.
Yeah, he's got that nice inverse Pennzoil scheme. Looks really good out there. Classic livery.
Yeah, good looking car. I'm pretty biased to those colors myself, being from the Steel City. And a black and yellow car. Gonna like it, but
We get it, Kendall. You're from Pittsburgh.
oh yeah, City of Champs. Hadn't been lately though.
It's coming. They're getting it. They're getting it together for the football side out there.
Let's see if we can grab a word with Alan Cunman real quick. Alan Cunman, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Hey, Alan. I know you're probably having deja vu of last week at this point. What's your thoughts so far on Atlanta?
Well, practice was getting slick, so I'm thinking the same thing's gonna happen here in the race.
Have you been a little bit worried having Curtis Granger to your outside? We know he's got those the ability to really pinch people down and get a good run off of turn 2 at various tracks.
Oh yeah, of course. You always got to be worried with him. He's just so good. He's always been so good at saving the stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can try to keep up with him here at Atlanta, but we'll see what happens.
All right, buddy. Well, I do have some good news for you. Somehow Tyler Snyder missed the start of the race, so you are going to be making up a gargantuan amount of points on him. And if you can keep this thing even in one piece, finish in the top 5, top 10, you're going to have a massive points lead exiting this one.
Yeah, that sucks for him, man. But yeah, that's the plan. Bring it home in one piece and hopefully come out here with the top 5.
All right, buddy. We'll let you roll. I know you're getting ready for the restart. Good luck, bud.
Hey, man. Thank you.
It sounds a little backwards to hear Alan say that he wants to try to keep up when he's the one everybody's trying to keep up with.
I know he didn't sound too confident there, but he's led every lap, so we'll see what he's got
Yeah,
here for
he's
this
doing pretty good.
restart. Dylan, you want to take it?
You go ahead, bud.
All right.
I just
Guys
had one of those
are,
little mini catering sandwiches.
Nice. All right, pace car's down. And Allen waited a really long time last time, but this time he goes quick. And Curtis timed it great. He's right there on his quarter panel. And going
Connor
into
is
turn
right
number
there on
1, all 4 cars are under a blanket. Keep an eye on Granger's exit of 2, because he's going to have the momentum heading into 3 and 4.
Yeah, those guys are going to get a huge run. But Allen tries to pull up and block the lane. Doesn't look like he's going to have enough. Now he's setting himself up to be 3 wide into the corner.
My goodness, these guys know that there hadn't been too many green flag laps. They've got to take advantage of these restarts, and they're really putting on a show at the beginning of it as we
And
see
Connor Holden
Blevins.
swings down to the bottom, following Blevins.
Oh no, not another yellow. See if you can figure out what car number this was. Click somewhere a
I'm
little
going back
further
and getting a look here. Yeah, it looks like Bucky Burke got some trouble there, got into the wall.
Oh my!
Tried to
I
get
see
it
the
off
5.
wall and snap down.
5 might have killed his car. I don't know how the thing started, but. All right, so the 18 goes. Oh my goodness, the crash had already started up ahead. Let's see here. See if we can get it to Siegel. Not sure if it started with him or if it was further up there. Yep, that's what happened. Looks like maybe Bucky Burt had caught the fence,
Yep, Bucky
comes
got
down,
into the fence
and
there.
right rears Andy Siegel. My goodness, that was a hard hit. Wow.
Wow, that was.
And man, Ty Smith took the exact same angle off of Andy Siegel's car. So let's see if we can get a better replay here. It all starts with a 25. Oh, yep, he has the same magnetized deal happen to him in 3 and 4. And it looks like when he yanks it off the wall, he just catches Siegel. And that's what sets it off. I just want to get that on board with Siegel because this is going to be a violent impact. All right, so we're on board with Andy Siegel. You can see the 25 is up there against the fence. He goes low, and nothing he could do. And then he catches the 18. You hear the engine blow. Absolutely
not a
nothing he
good good
could have done.
situation there.
Wow.
Unfortunate.
And so here we are again, under yellow after just, what, 2 laps? I'm going to see if we can bring Andy up. I know he's not going to be thrilled. Andy Siegel, you got a copy, buddy?
I sure do, Kendall.
Hey, buddy. I know that we just watched the replay from your onboard, and you were just minding your own business down there at the bottom and just got right reared into a violent accident. And then after you were in the wall, engine blown, nothing you could do. You ended up doing the same thing to the 18.
I was holding the wheel and trying to stay out, hit the brakes, and I couldn't do anything. So just my kind of season for both series here. I just can't catch a break.
Well, I'll tell you what, both Michigan and last week, you did an incredible job navigating your way through you had an unbelievable save at Michigan, and then last week at USA, a couple of those wrecks, you were the guy that just, I think there was 3 or 4 cars going across your front end, and you dodged them all in one of the accidents, but it seemed like maybe you used a little bit of the luck up because you were a foot away from missing that accident, and my goodness, what a hit.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be known for that kind of luck. I'd like to have the good luck to run up front, but I just don't have that kind of luck yet.
Well, Andy, we appreciate you even coming up here and talking to you. Thank goodness it's just a simulator because you'd probably be in the infield care center with that impact.
Well, I tell you what, it jerked the wheel out of my hands. But I'm good. I'm good. Just a little frustrated.
Yeah,
I'll
understandably,
watch the rest of this race, and hopefully it's a good one.
All right, bud. Well, thanks for talking with us. We'll talk with you soon, Andrew.
All right, Kendall. Enjoy.
All right,
And
that's
once again there, man. Just another. You can feel the frustration. These guys just want to settle in and have a run, and bad things just keep happening.
Yeah. And we're focused back up front here. Alan Kunman's got Corey Blevins to his outside up for this restart. Connor Holden behind him. And he'll have Curtis Granger in 4th. And hopefully they could get some laps in here. Pace car's down.
Green
And
flag, green
Kunman
flag.
launches immediately on this one. And you see he's already got a car length and a half lead as they head towards turn 1.
That's a little more what we're used to seeing from Allen.
And Connor Holden's already underneath Corey Blevins for second. Blevins gets a good run off the corner as they're going to go side by side down the back straightaway. Connor's able to drive it in on the outside. Looks like he is going to be able to maintain second. Clear Blevins.
Yes, solid pass. Took off to the outside. He's not stopping there. He's closing in on Allen Connor.
Yeah, Connor Holden, I know he's really a fan of these ARCA cars. You aren't kidding. He is there.
Yeah, he is money right now. He's got something
And he's a
figured out.
lane
He's
lower.
ready. Here he goes.
Yep, Kunman's going to get a good run off this corner, but I think Holden might get the lap led. Oh, that was too close to call, but I think it was Connor. Connor's definitely going to get him in this turn as Blevins is looking underneath Kunman at this point.
Kunman had him at the line by 1/100th of a second.
Okay. And Connor goes into protective mode because I think if he can just clear him here through this corner, he's going to be able to drive away. That car is on rails right now.
Yeah, that car is dialed in right now. That thing is fast. Certainly the best looking car on the track right now. And Allen's not going to let him get away here. He's back on the outside.
Nope, we know Allen's an aggressive driver and not necessarily going to be the most welcome sight to the rear bumper back there. He's kind of like the Intimidator, especially in that black car tonight.
Yeah, it certainly looks the part, huh?
Yeah, as we see Blevins trying to make a move underneath Kunman. Got kind of a bad angle into the corner. Going to have to be hard on the brakes. They are side by side. Good battle here for second.
Yeah, that's some good racing up here, and that's exactly what Connor wants to see. Is he can get a little bit of a gap here and maybe give himself some breathing.
So we're already more than a quarter of the way through this race. And Blevins looks like he might be able to grab this position on exit. I think Kunman maybe have let him go just a little bit. Nope, he's fighting back on the outside. Blevins takes that low angle into the corners, but he's been able to make it work.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I don't understand that. I feel like you lose so much momentum. A lot of these guys are starting high and swinging low.
They're still side by side. As Curtis Granger's got the best view of this, we're riding on board with him right now. As Kunman fights back to the outside, they're going to be side by side again and into 3 and 4. You know, Granger's just trying to save his stuff, not get involved in anything here early.
Yeah, but you know who's liking this little battle up here is Victor Valley in 5th place. He's trying to get back up there and into this mix again.
Victor's still running, of course, the 16 car that we talked about last week. A modernized version of a throwback scheme. Really good looking car.
Yeah, you gotta love that shade of blue and red. It's a classic color combination, and any race fan's gonna recognize that.
And another car I saw creeping into the pictures, the 52, Toby Wedgwood. I think he's up to 9th or 10th.
Yeah,
right
Toby's
now in
been
a battle
quietly
with,
creeping up into the top 10 all night. We haven't really been talking a lot about it.
Yeah, I know he loves this track. As we see him kind of taking it easy right now around the 30 of Enrique Contreras.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys are kind of on that same page of taking it easy. We see a lot of single file, not a lot of a mess going on, not a lot of gaggles, no more than really 3 or 4 cars around each other in any one spot, too close. It's like they're all kind of settling in. They want this green flag run. They all see what's happening. And they know that Kendall and Dylan are up here in the booth and are going to give them hell if they're not putting on a good show for the fans here.
That's right. As we're looking out the back of Enrique Contreras, as Toby's got the run underneath him. We'll see what happens here into turn number 1. Enrique's driving it in so much deeper than the 52.
And he almost took the nose off of Toby. I'm sure Toby's really thrilled about that.
Ooh, and here comes Toby. You saw Enrique just had to lift.
Yeah, Toby almost got it sideways trying to get down out of the way without running him over. You know, no matter how much a guy cuts you off into the corner, you don't want to take him out when he gets a check up there. That's not a fun time.
No, they're still side by side. It's a real good battle.
Yeah, great battle. Here we go. Take 2 into turn 1.
Toby drifts up just a little bit off the bottom. It's going to get a nice run off the corner. And, well, can't quite clear him.
Not quite enough. If he can keep it down there and put some gas to it,
This'll
he
be
should
the
be able
turn.
to buy him. Yep,
Yeah,
there he goes.
got him. Nicely done.
And if you look a couple cars up ahead of him, we got Carl Faust and Steve Rada here having a little run. Right
Nice
up
run
against
for
each other.
Steve.
Yeah,
Hadn't
Steve's
seen
kept
the-
that thing clean and avoided all the messes. And I heard him earlier come over driver channel and just, man, I can't believe I missed all of that. And it's kind of what we were thinking too, man. Steve's keeping it clean and keeping it up here in the front.
Yep, good to see the 3 car up there. We're having a good run. I don't know that.
KOG are happy right now.
Yeah, we do see Carl go underneath him, but maybe Steve's saving a little bit of tires here as he sees the long run happening.
Yeah, he's definitely probably trying to settle in and not really work too hard for it. He knows this might be a long run here and might have to worry about getting onto the pit road. And you don't want to wear your stuff out now and have nothing when it comes time to get off that apron and slow down later. No, we got Enrique in the wall back in the back.
Oh,
Almost comes down and takes out Ryan Potter, but luckily those guys are able to keep it clean.
take a look up front, too. I mean, look at this. We've got DJ Stagner underneath Alan Cunman, and Blevins is right there behind Connor Holden right now. These guys have
And you know,
really...
I've been waiting for this, Kendall. DJ was the fastest car in practice by a couple hundredths of a second, and it was really strange that he wasn't really anywhere to be found when the race started.
Yeah, he didn't have the best qualifying effort for his status. I think he was about 8th or 10th. But, of course, now we see him making his move once we finally get this green flag run. We're on board
And
right
don't
now.
look now,
with,
but Blevins is all
Yep.
over Connor Holden off of 4, and he's going to take it to the outside, it looks like.
I know Connor's been used to driving those trucks in Alan Cunman's league, the Hammer Down League. They drive a little different than these cars. Look, that'd be an impressive
he's
pass
there,
if he
pitches
can make
it
this
down,
happen.
swings it wide. Can he get the run?
Get a big one down the backstretch.
Now, he is not making it easy on Connor. He's giving him no room at all, keeping them fenders on there.
And don't look now, Curtis Granger and DJ Stagner are both right there. Throw all these cars under a blanket now. 5 cars right there in a group. And this is the kind of racing that we were hoping for from this track tonight.
Yeah, this is what we expected. Once these guys settle in, you're going to really see the cream is going to rise, and they're all up here at the front duking it out right now.
Man, that is probably burning the crap out of Corey Blevins' tires right now, but he is really, that'd be an impressive pass on the outside.
Yeah, it really would, but you know, if he's got his ratio right, he might be able to save tires up there and keep a
and
little
now
bit more
look,
speed.
Curtis is moving to the outside. So
Yeah, it looked like the
Holden-
81 had a little checkup, and Curtis was doing that more for self-preservation maybe than trying to take the line.
Holden's doing a nice job. You know his tires are older than these guys. They're more burned up. And he's doing a nice job just running the best line he possibly can down there to protect.
Yeah, he's very consistent.
Oh my, it's 3
Stagner
wide.
way down to get underneath of him.
Hopefully they can make that work. Granger goes a little high as he saw it happen, but he's going to clear them both.
Yeah, Curtis made that situation easy for the other 2 guys. He just got out of there.
And that's what Curtis does. He's a very, very clean and very safe driver to be around.
So 28 car, Corey Blevins, Blue Oval Motorsports out front here.
And this big old battle has allowed Carl Faust and Victor Valley to almost close in and make it a 7-car battle.
Yeah, this like I said, we said the cream rises to the top, and it's all together right here. These guys are we're about to have ourselves a heck of a race, and I see some of these guys are going to start making green flag pit stops here soon, Kendall, so keep an eye on that.
And just as you say that, Curtis is now looking to the outside of Corey Blevins. We know Curtis was biding his time back there, just letting the tires settle in, and I guarantee you he's been one of at least the top 3 to 5 guys in saving these things, and now we're seeing him plant the pedal to the floor and really use up some of those tires at the end of the run here.
Yep, definitely coming in now to burn up what he saved and
As he
use it
goes
to
to
his
the
advantage
lead.
before he comes to the pits. And very clean, almost effortless pass there in the high line.
And he's going to bring his buddy DJ Stagner along with him, I believe.
Yeah, Stagner's not wasting any time getting up there. He said DJ was going to make it hard on him tonight, and he's working his best to get up there and just that.
And Corey's now doing a great job of just maintaining the bottom of the track down there.
Oh, 28 car coming in this time. Just heard it over driver chat.
All right, we'll have to make sure he doesn't speed. Remember, we were saying they've got actually an extra set of tires than what they were supposed to have, as we see Blevins does make it safely down there to pit road.
Yep, very solid pit road entry.
And now Kunman's going back by Holden. And Carl Faust he's there. And look, right back there in the back of the screen, you can see Toby Wedgwood.
Yeah, old Toby up there.
He's running 7th right now. I think if he can get maybe
Here
one
comes
more
Curtis to
caution
pit
late,
road.
Curtis and DJ and Connor.
Yeah,
All of them
Allen
coming
and
down.
Carl Faust are going to stay out. I don't know who else there.
Yep. Allen, Carl, Victor Valley.
Well, I know Victor's probably got some sort of crazy strategy in his head. He's trying to get to the lead somehow here by using his brain. His track position hasn't set him up for success right yet, so he's gonna do it another way.
And we're seeing a side-by-side battle. I've got the camera settings set to exciting here, and it's gone back and grabbed Dylan Poteet going underneath Brad Kress for a spot back there. It's like
Oh
maybe
yeah,
15.
Dylan, the old Peak Menards mobile back there. I
Yep.
love that car. That's another one of our drivers here at SP Motorsports, a longtime friend of ours. Decided to come back over and fire up iRacing after a few years in the hiatus, and we're excited to have him.
Yeah, he looks pretty
Much better
fast
this week
right
than
now.
last week. He wasn't upside down by lap 2 this week, so we got to maybe we'll give him a raise.
Yeah, and as you're mentioning, guys associated with you, Victor Valley is currently the leader.
Yeah, how about that? Way to go, Vic. I figured he was trying to get a lap lead. That was
Now
probably
he's
his
down,
plan.
coming down pit road. So you're right. Get that bonus point, knock it out
Yep.
early, and then attack the strategy the rest of the way.
He knows he's at a big disadvantage after missing that first race, but he thinks he has the speed and the ability that he can still make a run at it and make this thing a little bit difficult for Allen by the end of it.
And I just saw the 2 coming out of pit road, and the 77 goes zooming by him. So
Uh-oh.
that one lap is making a big, big difference. As Curtis has got an extreme lead. He must have been extremely efficient going down pit road and coming off pit road.
Almost makes you wonder if maybe he take less tires. I'm going to go back and watch the pit stop.
I would be shocked at this track if he did that, but take a look. Right now, Ryan Potter is actually the leader. He's still hanging out there on old tires. As we see the tire difference, Carl Faust goes zooming by. Right now in second spot is Grayson Trexler. I think he was involved in that early accident. His car doesn't look too bad right now. He's out there running second. Got to give a call to Dylan Beer, currently running third. And we know he was involved in that early accident too.
Dalton.
Yep, he's coming to pit road. And
Get
man,
your names crossed.
so Ryan Potter right now is running 34-second laps. That's almost
Yeah, he's out here
3
holding on for dear life.
seconds off of the pace of qualifying. So that just goes to show you how bad the tire fall off is here.
Yeah,
And
no joke here at Atlanta.
Curtis has driven his way all the way up to 6th right now. But we see some of these guys that were involved in that early accident staying out, hoping for that late caution, kind of catching back up on a couple of laps. You see Brad Kress exiting pit road.
I'm wondering if maybe they're trying to stretch it as much as they can. 'Cause maybe they can go the whole way on fuel. Oh, we see Steve Rada having a little issue. Got a little sideways back there. Managed to hold on to it.
Well, we've got 50% fuel in these cars, so I think they'll have to pit. But if they were involved in that accident, we see Matt Owens making a move underneath Trexler. If they were involved in that accident, they probably did fill up, so they probably just had a few more laps of gas in the tank, and you might as well burn it out in that case. You know, if you're trying to make up a lap. Unfortunately for those guys, it didn't pay off, but it's a good strategy. And right now, we've got the camera focused on Alan Kunman. He's trying to make a move behind Corey Blevins. This is always an interesting point in the race to me. I don't think I'm very good at it whenever you've just come from racing on old tires and then you got to jump right back into aggressive mode with those fresh tires, but not too aggressive to where you spin your stuff out. I feel like I kind of struggle being able to lay down the fast laps right away on those fresh tires like I need to be.
Yeah,
Once
I'm
you get in
definitely.
that-
I'm not very good at finding the sweet spot between how hard I can push it on fresh tires and how easy I have to be because cold tires. It's a fine line, and I think especially here it's challenging.
Well, after everything has cycled through, it has given Curtis Granger the lead. And Connor Holden's actually second right now, so he must have done a pretty good job getting through the pits. We see he's all the way back. He's 2.4 seconds back.
Yeah, Curtis did something. He stunned it on these guys on the pit road. He came out of there super clean, super fast, and he's checking out.
And right now we're riding on board with Connor Holden, and you can see the orange car way out there. That's Curtis Granger, so that's the gap right now.
Well, one thing Curtis is going to have to deal with is that there's going to be a lot of lap cars trickling in and around. These guys are really spread out around the track now. A lot of guys at different speed levels and different damage levels. He's going to have to really navigate carefully.
Yeah. Can't even get Curtis Granger in the picture with the blimp view here. So he did a real nice job getting in and out of the pits, and he's actually increasing his lead.
He's pretty much got the back straightaway on Connor Holden right now. You can, if you want to have a relative amount of space.
We do have a battle for third, though, right now heating up as Alan Kunman's fixing to go underneath Corey Blevins as they come through the quad oval.
Always a little sketchy through here to be too wide. You never know. You know, track feels a lot skinnier than it is.
Yeah, that's no joke. They're going to actually get loose through that second portion of the quad oval on the end of a tire run. That's just how abrasive these tires are at this track. So we're down to 33 to go. These guys have put together a real nice green flag run here.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is flashbacks to race 1 here now. These guys putting on a heck of a show. Nice green flag run. Everybody keeping it clean. Props to these guys. You know, we call it the development league, but these guys are no slouches.
No. And we're riding on board now with DJ Stagner. He's trying to make a move on Corey Blevins. Ooh, you see the 54 disappear right in front of him. That's never a welcome sight. He does clear Blevins, so put DJ back up there into fourth.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he had quite the pit stop that Kurt had, but he is not wasting any time. We're getting back on the bus. He was almost there, tasting it, if you will, in the Chick-fil-A car there.
And I'm watching the 54. I know he pitted late, but the 54 of Grayson Trexler has a bunch of speed. If he can get back on the lead lap late in this thing, he might be one to watch for a real good finish.
Yeah, and he just put himself into, I believe, oh no, that's not it. It's a different car. I apologize. I think he just might have passed to get, oh no, DJ!
Oh no! Hang on to her.
Car. Save her, DJ. Oh man, he's airborne. He's back on the ground. What a move. Awesome driving.
Great save there. We know if that was the current Cup car, he'd have ripped the nose off of the thing.
Yep, and 100%. He'd have been airborne, upside down. Reminiscent of,
we see right behind him, the 51 catches the wall. I think that's Banky. Oh no, and Victor Valley plowed into the back of him.
No!
Give me status on your car there.
Oh no, I had just seen that happening. And Victor, I don't know if he realized he wasn't in the fence or what, but here's we're right on board with the 51. And there's where Victor just nails him. Man. That's so unfortunate. He was having a great run too. He was 7th. I think he had just passed for 6th. Had a solid run last week.
Definitely hate to see. He had just gotten by Stagner for that exchange of Stagner to get run through things very fast.
See him on pit road. Let's see if we can get a word with Victor as soon as he's done pitting here. You want to talk to him since he's your pal?
Yeah, we can bring him up here. I'll get him.
All right.
Just let me know when you get him up here.
All right, Victor Valley, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Hey man, what happened there? What's going on? I can't tell if there's netcode on my end, if I'm having some connection issues. One second you had no front end and no tires, and now the car doesn't actually look that bad now on my end. What happened?
I'm not really sure. 51 got all squirrely in front of me. Should have held up on the wall, didn't. That's okay. I mean, we have such a huge group and gap between the drivers and talent. It's just gonna happen from time to time, and I'm not really mad about it. Only had a couple seconds of optional repairs, and this actually puts me in a pretty good spot to make it. So I feel pretty good.
Glad to hear that you're not upset. I was concerned. It really looked bad on my end, man. It looked like you guys had contact and your whole left front wheel came off. And all of a sudden, after you pitted, it looked really fine. And I was like, okay, maybe it wasn't as bad as it looked. But that's good to hear, man.
Script the wall a little bit. That's all.
Well, that's good. Well, keep it together. Watch out for some of these guys back here, and give them hell, man. Go out there and try and get you one.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. He definitely looked a lot worse on our end than it was for him there.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times this season with this ARCA car for whatever reason.
I think
it seems
it's been
like
an issue on the service in general. I've been seeing on Twitter and the forums. Netcode has been extremely more prevalent than it's ever been at any time in the sim lately.
Hey, we got to bring somebody up here. He just stayed out, and is your current leader, Toby Wedgwood. We got to get a word with him real quick.
Bring him on up.
Toby, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Tell us about the call.
You can't win unless you do something different. So, they got a few laps on my tires, but I enjoy this track when it gets slick. So, we'll see what happens. Roll the dice a little bit and try to sneak one out.
I hear you, buddy. Car looks great out there. Looked like you maybe had one of the best seats in the house on that long green flag run. The top 5, they were so grouped up together. They were really putting on a heck of a show, and you were kind of catching them with Carl Faust and Victor Valley. How's the racing been out there today?
It's been pretty good. There's actually been, around where I'm at, there's a lot of give and take, and there's some hard racing, but for the most part, it's been really good racing. So I'm pleased with the way the guys are driving, and I hope we're putting on a good show for you guys.
It's been great awesome so far. All right, buddy. Well, we see you're coming to the green. We'll let you focus. Thanks for talking with us, and good luck out there. You know we're pulling for you.
Go get him, Toby.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that's
what
Toby.
What a strategy call.
Yeah, and if you get a couple yellows back to back here, I think you're going to see a lot of guys come back down pit road, and all of a sudden you're sitting in first spot.
Hold on, Kendall. What spot was Victor in when he got in that accident?
6th.
He's in 7th now with fresh tires.
And he's got Toby with old tires.
Yeah, so he's got Toby with old tires to slow the leaders down. So I think they planned this.
Well, it's going to be an interesting restart here because we've got Toby Wedgwood with old tires, not that old, like he was saying, just a couple laps. And then we've got, like we've been saying, Curtis is really good on the outside here. So Toby's going to need to fool him on this jump to kind of clear him on the exit of 2, buy himself some space. Pace car's down.
Gonna have to get it.
Looks like Toby's going right away. He did get a good restart.
Time, but Curtis is so good.
He is. Holden's underneath them.
Stay there.
Holden's kind of looking to the middle. Curtis went
looks like
way
he's gonna
up
try
the
to make
track.
it 3 wide. Oh man, there might not be enough room. Looks like Curtis is gonna back out.
And Connor Holden, what a great move through the middle. He might lead this next lap. And Blevins looks like he's ready to push the 52 out of the way. And Cudman trying to get out on the outside of the 52 as well.
Oh, Blevins switching lanes. He's going up to the middle.
They're 3 wide right now.
That's about the least favorite place of mine to be 3 wide in all of NASCAR, right there.
Yeah, Quad Oval at Atlanta. I wouldn't put that at the top of my list either. And the exit of 2 ain't fun. Toby does a great job keeping it away from everybody, and now he's just got to hope for that quick yellow.
Yeah, he's just holding on here. You can tell a couple laps are a huge difference.
And up front, Connor Holden trying to check out from his other buddy, Curtis Granger. guys did a nice job bringing back some early 2000s paint scheme to life.
Yeah, there's some classics out here tonight.
I like that Sobe car that Trevor Hook runs, which I saw in one of the replays. It is a Norm Benning car.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of. I like Carl Faust. He's got the old Deucin scheme out there.
Yeah.
Obviously, Curtis is in the Brennan Gaughan scheme. We got the old Steve Parks inverse over there. It's a heck of a fleet of cars in this.
And don't look now, the 28 and the 2 are going at it again. Those guys have been side by side, it seems like, the whole race. And Carl
Yeah, they got
Faust
magnets.
right
Everybody else got magnets to the outside retaining wall. Those boys got magnets to each other. They are all over each other this week.
We're riding on board with Carl, who's underneath Carl right now.
You say Carl, who's underneath Carl, Kendall?
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
Words are hard.
Oh, no!
Oh, Carl puts it in the wall. Unfortunate. You know that thing's
Hang on
magnet
to
in
it,
there.
buddy. He does a good job not yanking
Gets it
that
off.
wheel.
Yep. Gets down and keeps it straight. Doesn't have that huge jerk like you've seen in the
And look who's pulling into the picture back there. Is that the 48 of Matt Owens? That is. He just got
That
by
is.
Toby.
You know, Matt's one of those guys, you know, once he settles in and finds his groove, he tends to run, you know, pretty competitively no matter who's on the track with him. He'll learn from you. He'll adapt. He's a pretty patient guy. And, you know, he told me his goal tonight was, I don't want to bin it. I'd like to finish on the lead lap. And, I mean, he's making me proud. That's for certain.
Yeah, we see Contreras dive it in hard into 3 and 4.
Yeah, Enrique's probably giving him a heart attack right now. I can tell you that much.
And now, speaking of heart attacks, you're going to have both your cars running nose to tail. I know that's never the most welcoming sight.
Yeah, that can be a nervous wreck, especially with the way the old budget's hurting after last week. You know, it took everything we had to get the 78 car together and out on track this week because the backup car for him was actually the new car for the 48 this week. So we were in a whole mess at the shop.
And right now, Corey Blevins is trying to get a run on the 77.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to take him too long. He's really seems to be just kind of picking in line and making sure he gets what he wants to make. Here he goes.
Yep, we're on board with Blevins right now. As he looks to the bottom of Curtis. We're down to just 19 to go, so...
Yeah, we just blinked and the race is almost gone. Oh, man, Curtis took the nose off of the 28.
You know, Corey can't be thrilled about that. Man, look at all that space at bottom, too. He's not going to forget about that one. We heard it on the onboard how much he had to lift.
That was a wild sequence of events. And I am getting word here. I got a message from Tyler Snyder. He had a mechanical issue over there. Something happened with the computer. Wasn't able to make it into the race.
That's a bummer. The only positive thing about that is I think we'll see him in the booth now. And he does a good job.
Yeah, that may be
on the
good for us
announcing
up here, you know, to get another personality.
side. Yeah.
Selfish of us, but we like to see it.
Yeah, we want to get out there and run a little bit. And not the
Yeah, come
Roval.
on, man.
I'm not going to be a big fan of that next week.
I've been thinking about it.
Actually, we're going to have to take next week off. Because next week is the Busch Clash on Tuesday, and we don't want to go head-to-head with that. Probably a lot of these guys will watch that race anyway. So we're going to have to take next week off, and we thought about running these guys Tuesday and Thursday both once that Premier Series ends. Just to get them caught back up and on the same schedule for what would be season 10 of the Premier Series. As Blevins has kind of reeled the 77 back in, you know he's not going to be quite as polite this time if he pulls that same move.
And
down
he
to
does,
16
right back
to
to
go.
the bottom off of 2.
I mean, it's go time. Connor Holden still leading this race and loving what he's
That's
seeing
what
back
I'm curious
there.
about. Is Connor, are these guys holding Connor that close, or is Connor keep that close, making him think that they are? It's saving something.
Granger gets the run on the outside of 4. He's going to be able to maintain his spot for now. Looking out the back of Curtis Granger right now. We'll see who gets the better run off of 2. I don't think Curtis is saving anything right now.
No, Curtis looks like he's definitely getting rid of these guys. These guys look like they're going to run up on some lap traffic here in the coming laps. That's going to make this really interesting, Kevin.
Yeah, and Curtis has kind of got himself into a spot where he can actually breathe right now, and he's actually catching Connor. I was too busy looking out the rear bumper, and here he is reeling in the 81. He's there. We've seen these 5 cars have been the cars to beat. The 81 of Connor Holden, 77 of Curtis Granger, the 28 of Blevins, 64 of Stagner, and the 2 of Kunman, and there they all are.
Yeah, everybody who's
As
been
Granger
showing good
makes
speed,
a
there he
move,
goes.
he got underneath him. Oh, and
Oh
he's
no,
in
and
the
he goes
grass.
too low through the grass.
And he
Somehow
holds
on
on to it. He didn't lose anything.
What a move. Oh man, Curtis, he
That
might have
was
done that just to put on a show for
unbelievable.
it. But here comes his buddy he's been talking about all night. That's going to make it hard on him. DJ Stagner creeping into the picture.
I cannot believe he didn't lose that car and didn't lose any more time. That was
This
like
thing had
Dale
2 wheels off the
Earnhardt
ground,
esque.
and he never lost any speed. He's still all over the 81.
That was 13 to go. We're going to have to remember that to get a highlight of that when we get a break.
Yes, for sure. 13 to go. Write that down.
As Curtis Granger's now looking to the outside of Connor Holden, but he's got to protect behind him. He's got Stagner looking underneath him. And these 5 cars are nose to tail once again.
Yeah, and if any of these guys hiccup and have an incident, Victor Valley is all over him, just foaming at the mouth, waiting for it, I promise you.
This
He's
is
right behind
what
this group.
the sim racing game of iRacing is all about. This battle right here. This is some of the best racing I've ever seen.
Now, you watch some of the pro leagues that don't do this sometimes. You know, it's not every week. It depends on the track and everything. But tonight, we have hit.
And you
we've
know
definitely
what,
hit the
though? The
magic
pro
number.
leagues, though, I mean, they drive the mile and a half's totally different than these cars. They're throttled down. These cars are not
Yeah, these
easy
cars
to
are
drive.
definitely the key in it. This package, we've hit the nail on the head tonight. The ARCA car at Atlanta with these
See
drivers.
Granger going to the outside. We're 10 to
Stagner
go.
not wasting any time. He's there on the inside.
10 to go this time. Granger's going to try and get a big run off of 2 here. Connor Holden doing a great job mirror driving as he's going to force Granger all the way under the white line, but Granger is there.
Curtis is using every inch of track and the grass to make this move.
And I think Stagner's going to be the guy that hadn't burnt anything up and being the best shot here.
Oh, Curtis in the grass
He's
sideways
loose
again.
He's just making a habit out of that.
What is this?
And Connor Holden is still hanging on to the lead. But now he's going to have to
Incredible.
survive the attack from DJ Stagner. And Victor is closing in a little bit as we see Kunman has now gone to the high side.
Yeah, I think these guys being in this hard of a battle is allowing Victor to kind of push and gain a little time that he had lost. I don't think he's going to get there by the end of it unless there's a big bobble or mistake by these guys, but he's certainly there if it happens.
And DJ Stagner is right there on the rear bumper of
He
Connor
is all
Holden.
over that man.
And that going through the grass, I mean, Granger drove through his own tire tracks.
And here goes Kunman to the inside of Curtis. Looks like Curtis might have worn his tires out a little bit.
I mean, I was seriously sitting here, Dylan, thinking, did I accidentally hit a button that went replay?
I know, it was
rewind?
exactly the same thing. It's like to the T.
And here comes Stagner. And
He is
Kunman's underneath
trying.
Granger. Man, you
Man,
could
this is
not.
incredible.
Yeah, could not ask for a better race.
Oh man, Holden a little out of shape. Stagner is going to be there on the outside now.
And Blevins and Kunman threw a big block on Corey Blevins. And Blevins is
I
being
think he was
polite
trying
right
to
now.
get down and didn't know he was there. It didn't look like it was too intentional.
As Stagner's to the outside of Holden, Granger's going to try and follow him. As they cross the line, 6 laps to go. And I hope we can keep this race green, because my goodness, what a
I hope you
finish.
can hold your breath for 3 minutes, Kendall. This is going to get... Whoa, the 81 out of shape again off of 2.
And
Having
DJ
some trouble there.
Stagner's going to take the lead for the first time tonight. Curtis Granger's going to try and go around him. I think the
I don't know if these
64
guys can make it on fuel.
Oh, my goodness. So you throw that in
Victor
there.
might be the only one who's guaranteed good. This could shake everything up. I don't know how many people pitted on that last one.
So DJ Stagner leads. Curtis Granger second. Connor Holden might have burned his stuff up a little bit. We saw that happen on the first run. As now we see Alan Kunman get to his rear bumper. And Kunman needs to get by him real quick if he's going to have a shot at this thing.
Yeah, he can't waste any time on this 81. He doesn't have a lot of laps left. But they have Bucky Bird up here up front. That could pose some problems for the leaders here.
Oh, they're catching him at a bad spot.
Yeah, worst spot to catch lap traffic right here for them.
Bucky does a nice job keeping it out of the way as we get 4 to go here. And meanwhile, Connor Holden, look at the battle back there. Kunman's underneath them, and Blevins is... Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man, this is crazy racing.
It's going to be 3 wide going into 3 and 4 this time, and there ain't no lifting at this point in the race. And they made it work.
Oh, they made it happen. Now we go back up front here. I'm watching the battle between the friends, Curtis Granger and DJ Stagner. We're going to see who's got the...
Granger's there. 3 to go. Granger is there.
Looks like he's got those tires, got all the dirt and grass off of him. He's back in good shape, and he's just being patient and finding his spot again.
Granger's got to run to the outside this time. It's a really hard place to make a pass to the outside of 3 and 4. So he backs it off early. Stagner drives it in hard. The 77's going to have a great one.
Oh, swings it back out of the outside.
There are 2
and
to
you
go
can tell
this
Curtis
time.
trying everything.
Oh, man. He's going to have one more run at him. The question is, how aggressive does he want to be?
I mean, they are setting us up. I don't want to jinx it, but they are setting us up for the classic Atlanta finish here.
Yeah, you think of Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, the Dale Earnhardt, Bobby Labonte, and of course, who could forget Kevin Harvick and Jeff Gordon. This track.
Some of the greatest moments ever in my racing.
Got 1 lap to go this time. DJ Stagner out front. Curtis Granger, his buddy, right behind him. Oh, Granger drove it in deep. He's going to have a shot.
Typical of those Atlanta finishes. It's really looking like one down the backstretch. Swings it high.
Granger's there.
Stagner can't stay in the throttle. Curtis is there.
Here they come to the line, and it's Stagner. You called it.
What a finish, boys.
Wow. Atlanta delivers in a big way, and congratulations to DJ Stagner. First career Highline Racing League win of any kind, and man, these boys put on a show tonight.
It was incredible. What a finish. And that, friends, and watching along with us here, is why we love Atlanta Motor Speedway. This place will always hold a special place in our hearts for stuff like that.
I feel like we have to interview the entire top 5. I mean, those guys...
Epic.
And DJ's not even going out to do any burnouts. What's he doing, buddy? Here he comes through the grass. Burn him down, buddy. That's all he had. He must have been out of gas. All right, let's get him up here. I'm going to get him up here and try and get the replay on the screen, and you can interview him, all right?
10-4.
DJ Stagner, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, what a run, DJ. Take us through those last couple laps, man. That was incredible to watch. You guys just put on the prototypical Atlanta finish for us here. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that was very intense.
Yeah, it seemed like all night you were kind of just you didn't quite get the qualifying lap maybe that you wanted, so you just kind of took your time and were real patient. Didn't have any real rush to get up there. But then when it came time to go, man, you were all over them at the end, putting the work on them.
Yeah, for most of I was conservative mode, just trying to save the right front tire. But you know, pretty much when we had that caution with whatever it was, 20 to go, it was pretty much go time. You know, if you save tires up there, there's not enough, so you have to go.
Yeah, I definitely can understand that. Well, I mean, Curtis said you were going to make it hard on him today, and you certainly did. You didn't let him get it. We thought he was the favorite coming in until we saw that you were connected. We weren't really sure. Awesome finish, though, by you guys. Just wanted to say thanks again for putting on a show. You got anybody you want to thank here tonight?
I just want to thank everybody. You know, they kind of took me in when I moved over to iRacing, and now that I'm finally starting to get comfortable over here. It's been so much fun, more fun than I've ever had racing before. So thanks to all of them. And
well, it's certainly been fun to help or to sit here and watch you find your groove with these guys. Congratulations on your first win over here at HLRL, and probably the first of many. I have a feeling you're going to hit your stride here pretty soon and start putting it on these guys.
Yeah, DJ, I just wanted to say hats off to you guys. We're going to try and interview the entire top 5 because y'all, for probably 30 of these 80 laps, were under a blanket and some of the best racing I've ever seen out here. Y'all did a whale of a job, and obviously the finish too. Great job out there, DJ. Congrats on the win.
yeah, thank you, and thank you to you too for broadcasting and doing a great job. And it was a fantastic race, fun race.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing you at the next one. It'll be the Charlotte Roval. And, of course, our Thursday night race, we'll see you probably there at Iowa here in a couple days.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Take care. All right, so that's your winner tonight, DJ Stagner. Man, those guys, just incredible what they did. Let's see if we can get Curtis Granger up here. Curtis, you got a copy, buddy?
I got you, Kendall.
Dude, you guys just ran the best race I think I've
Have
ever
you
seen
ever?
up here.
Oh man, that was so much fun.
And I know there's a lot of your buddies out there. First off, walk us through 13 laps to go. You try to pull a Dale Earnhardt pass in the grass, and I have absolutely no idea how A, you didn't lose the car, and B, you maintained your position of second. And then you done
And
a
then
replay.
you did it again 3 laps later.
Man, just keep your foot in it. Wheel movements are a little questionable, but I do that to myself so often in practice that I get really good at it, and I'm super confident in doing it in the race.
I was wondering if it was accidental or if you were just trying something new because you didn't know what to do with him there.
I was just
It
trying
looked
to
like
cut
he
the
was giving you a
radius,
head
trying to
start.
go shortest path possible to the corner, but we got a little bit of speed, I guess.
Quick math. Fastest way around the track is through the grass.
That's right.
Now we're looking at it right now. I think this is the second one. Yeah, actually the 64 got in the back of you a little bit. I cannot believe that. But just talk to us about the racing out there. Atlanta Motor Speedway delivers again. Dylan called it. He literally quoted Darrell Waltrip, it's shaping up to be another one of those Atlanta finishes, and boy, it was.
Yeah, man, I spoke it into existence. I was hoping I didn't jinx it, but I think I made it happen because, pardon my French, but damn, guys, what a finish. That was probably the most exciting iRacing finish I've been a part of. And I call a Rallycross league on Wednesday nights that has side-by-side finishes through the air. You know what I mean? This was incredible.
You there, Curtis?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm just taking pictures, man.
Oh.
This man's a hard
This-
worker. He just had a
sorry.
heck of a run. He's already out here taking media for the league.
Oh, dude, I love Atlanta so much. This track is just, I was kind of like a little bit nervous about my tire saving abilities with this car because I don't have much experience with it, but it made for a super great race. I loved the ability to take the second line, get right on the guy's quarter panel and like kind of suck him back a little bit and be able to pass on the top. Made that work. You could go all the way to the apron. You could go to the grass. The track's fantastic. Gotta give props to everyone in the top 5. DJ deserved the win. I told you he was going to be fast at the top of the show.
You did.
And then Alan, Corey, and Connor. It was just an amazing race. I'm so happy I got to be a part of that, let alone like finish second.
And right
overjoyed
now
right
we
now.
are looking at the finish in super slow motion. It looks like you got the front of your car to his contingencies. That's how close it was.
Man.
So that close for
You're
Curtis
almost there, man.
Granger. But man, you were the show out there tonight. I don't want to take anything away from DJ, but going through the grass twice and then still making another run at it. Can't thank you enough for coming down here and
absolutely
running. And
It was a great race.
good luck on
Almost
Thursday
sad
as
that you
well when
can't
we go
run
to
more
Iowa.
races after that.
I gotta pick my next one wisely. You'll have to wait and see. Tune in next week, see if I should show up for the Roval.
Well, I was just
Dun, dun, dun.
saying we're probably going to have to postpone because the Busch Clash will be Tuesday night. So
Right.
we'll see. But Curtis, thanks for coming out, man. I know you're probably going to be excited to go take a look at the replay on this
For
because
sure.
y'all did an amazing job.
Thank you.
All right, so that's Curtis Granger, driver of the number 77, of course, a previous champ of the Premier Series, coming down here and taking a bit bushwhacking run tonight.
We should get Connor up here.
Oh, yeah, we'll get Connor up here. And then we'll get Alan as well. Connor Holden, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, what's up? I wanted
Dude,
to
what a
an
run.
interview. I'm watching the stream right now. I didn't get a chance to go back and see Kurt drive through the grass, and I thought, man, I can't believe he saved that race car.
He did it twice, man. We were blown away
It
up
was
here. We were
incredible.
freaking out.
That was so much fun. There's out of those 5, we always have some great races, and man, that was a lot of fun.
We're looking
you
at
guys
like
put on
what
a heck
your
of a
view
show.
of the finish looked like right now in slow motion. Yeah, there was the 28, the 2, obviously the 64, the 77, and yourself. You guys were in almost like a restrictor plate pack for 25, 30 of these laps. It was, y'all did such an awesome job out there tonight. And you ended up 5th with it, Connor?
I absolutely burnt through my stuff. The way I recall it, if you go back to 2001 and you go back and watch the finish of that race, you got the top 5 under a blanket, and the third car with 10 to go wins that race. And if you look at it, DJ sitting there running third with 10 to go and comes out of nowhere and he wins in a photo finish.
It was an amazing run to the finish.
It was
Connor,
amazing.
you did a great job holding those guys off for a long time. We saw you taking the defensive line down low, and I think if it was maybe 10 laps shorter, you'd had it. But
I think if we got a caution, I think we would have had a better shot. But I ran through my stuff that run, and I knew if we didn't get a caution, we were in trouble with about 10 to go there. And still, I'm happy to come away with a 5th. And man, what a race! 5 cars under the blanket. It don't get better than that.
it really
That was
was. I hope
incredible.
we did it justice on the broadcast, but I can't wait to go back and check it out myself. So, Connor, I know we'll talk with you soon. Obviously, Iowa coming up on Thursday, and then the Roval will be the next race in this series. So you probably had a pretty good points night tonight. I imagine you probably led the most laps, if I had to guess.
I did check that.
Nice. So Tyler Snyder actually missed the start of this race, so I think the championship might end up coming down to you and Alan. Didn't the 64 miss one race?
Well, I missed a race too, so we're all.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, we're all kind of in the same thing, so it is what it is. Had a lot of fun. I love this track. Can't wait to come here and the Premier Series and what I don't know when it's going to be.
It'll be the 18th, yeah, a couple weeks, just
okay,
because
so
the duels are that night. So
right.
we run into the Clash and the duels with our schedule next week.
Yeah, so everybody gets to have a nice little off week and regroup because we get to go to the Roval, and that's going to be a show in itself.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Definitely looking
Connor,
forward to
thanks
that one.
for providing some awesome entertainment out there tonight. And we look forward to talk with you soon, both in the Premier level and down here at the development guys.
I'm just glad y'all got it because we had that same race, and if y'all know the Hammer Down Truck Series, me and Kurt had that same kind of race. So I'm glad we got this one on video. Hopefully the fans that were watching enjoyed it. Anyway, have a good night.
All right, Connor. Thank you, buddy. We'll talk with you soon.
All right.
And let's see if we can get Alan Kohnman up here. Alan, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Man, you had the best seat in the house there for the end of that race. What was going through your mind is you 5 guys did an unbelievable job providing entertainment for us, and then, obviously the finish in itself.
Yeah, man. Did y'all like that, man? That was just plain awesome.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. You guys, you don't even understand. I feel like if we had to rate that out of 5 stars, I'm giving it 9.
Oh yeah.
I think I would too. No, that was awesome, man. That was great. I mean, kudos to those guys, Corey, Curtis, DJ, Connor. I mean, we throw a blanket on all 5 of us, man.
Oh yeah, we're riding on board with you, coming to the finish right now. There it is. You did have the best seat in the house, but I know you were probably hoping for 5 to 7 more laps, and I think maybe you could have been a factor up there. But did you just use up too much of your stuff at the end of the race, getting by the 28 and the 81 there?
You know, I felt like I did, but I still had a little bit left in the tank, so I was able to, you know, get by those guys and jump back in the top 3. So, I mean, I'm happy with it.
Well, Alan, we didn't get a chance to air your interview, so we'll have to do that for next week. But appreciate you always being willing to jump in here and talk with us, and I'm sure we'll end up talking with you on Thursday night when we all go to Iowa.
Yeah, man, for sure.
All right, Alan, y'all take care, and thanks, buddy.
All right, man, see you.
All right, that was Alan Kunman. So, Dylan, any final thoughts on this one?
Oh man, I didn't think like we could outdo the quality that we had these first couple of weeks. That we had some good stuff, but then the racing got better, and like the broadcasting got better. Props to you and me, I guess a little bit, but like holy cow, man! Like, what's next? We're only 3 races into this thing, and we're already getting this much excitement. The Roval's next week or next race. I mean, this is shaping up to be a really exciting little run for this little series championship here, and it's going to be a fun thing to be a part of. I'm getting itchy to get back in the car though now, man. I might have to go out here and race with these boys.
I know they picked a really good week to come out here and come down and use, you know, one of their 2 eligible races with the Premier Series, obviously running Atlanta as the finale. So kind of a little bit of practice, you know, getting out here in the ARCA car, but man, we're glad they showed up.
Yeah, it was definitely a great time.
Well, let's go back. I'm going to try and grab one last replay of this last lap here. I'm sure it's going to be making quite a few promos for some time to come, but get it back up here on the screen. I'm just going to let it play. So here's where Curtis is stalking him. He's trying to make his move. Fakes low, goes high. Gets to the right rear. DJ gives him enough room. And here they come across the line. It's unreal.
You know, maybe the pass in the grass would have served him better on that last lap there. Maybe it would have given him a little shot.
Yeah, no doubt. Curtis Granger, DJ Stagner putting on a heck of a show. I think that's going to do it for us here from the Highline Media Studio. Dylan, I want to thank you for coming up here and calling this one with us, and looking forward to tag teaming with you here down the road.
Yeah, well, thanks for you know, having me be a part of this again. I always love to come by and have a little fun calling these races and showcasing some of these new guys and the talent that's coming up through the ranks here in the league. And we look forward to doing it again next time.
All right, well, that's a wrap. It's DJ Stagner picking up the win tonight. Curtis Granger second. Alan Kunman third. Fourth ends up going to Corey Blevins. Fifth, Connor Holden. You got sixth. Might have lost Dylan.
Oh, no, I lost the results. I have disconnected.
Oh, that's I'm sorry about that. I'll try and read them off as soon as they come through here. Sixth was Victor Valley. Seventh, Ryan Potter. Eighth spot ended up going to Matt Owens. Great run. Enrique Contreras, ninth. Carl Faust, 10th. Dylan Poteet, 11th. 12th was Dalton Beer. 13th, Jeff Morash. 14th, Tyler Price. 15th, Toby Wedgwood. 16th, Steve Rada. 17th, Brad Kress. 18th, Andrew Baker. And 19th, Trevor Hook. Grayson Trexler brings it home 20th. Jacob Banke, 21st. And Bucky Burt, 22nd. I apologize, I missed 23rd there. Dylan Smith is 24th. And there you see the rest of the field. So we go to the Roval next. Y'all be sure to catch it. That'll be in 2 weeks' time from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Ford